Another school shooting by Mary Zollars. So let's get this straight. An armed white man walks into a school, kills 17 students and teachers with a tool that can be bought at just any store by a 19-year-old insane fool, before being caught, all on Valentine's Day, marking the 30th mass shooting just this year. And it's not time to talk about gun control. If they had been black, you'd say, more police. If they had been Mexican, you'd say, build a wall. If they had been Middle Eastern, you'd say, travel ban. But they're not, they're white, they're mentally ill. So, report the disturbed. Our president says, it's about mental health. Our Congress says, but it's not time to talk about gun control. You send your thoughts and prayers, while we're pleading for your help. You want to know my thoughts and prayers? I thought our country cared about us. I thought our country loved us more than guns. And I pray that my school won't be next, that my friends won't be mourned on the internet, that we might be safe in our unsafe, unchanging world, because you won't talk about gun control. But you know what? Screw you if you think that's all we're gonna do. We're taking this horse by the reins. Knock some sense into the toad's brain. We're organizing, rising up and wising up, taking a stand, and taking a walk, making our voices heard. Better watch for that 10 o'clock. We will not be complacent in our friends' deaths. We've done it before and we will do it again. They say, when we're older. I say, why wait till then? These laws are going to change now. These deaths have got to be dwindling down. Everyone knows kids can be one loud crowd. And no, we won't calm down. Until no one ignores our outraged sound, we will make the politicians come around, and finally, gun control will bring peace to our towns. And finally, me, my family, and my friends can feel safe, with long lives ahead, and we can go back to school together again. This poem was Another School Shooting by Mary Zollars.
January 22, Italy High School. A 16-year-old boy shot a 15-year-old girl, Noelle Jones, in Italy, Texas. The gunman, a student at the school whose name was not released, was charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The girl was released from the hospital a week later.
January 23, Marshall County High School. 2 students were killed and 18 people were injured when Gabriel Parker, 15, opened fire on classmates in Benton, Kansas. Bailey Nicole Holt, 15, died at the scene. Preston Ryan Cope, 15, died of his injuries at a hospital. Mr. Parker was charged with 2 counts of murder and 14 counts of first-degree assault.
February 1, Salvador Castro Middle School. A 12-year-old girl shot a 15-year-old boy in the head and a 15-year-old girl in the wrist in the Westlake North neighborhood of Los Angeles. The authorities described the shooting as unintentional.
February 14, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. 17 people were killed when Nicholas Cruz, 19, gunned down his former classmates with a semi-automatic AR-15 in Parkland, Florida. He was indicted on 34 counts, 17 of premeditated murder in the first degree, and 17 of attempted murder in the first degree. A Florida prosecutor said he would seek the death penalty.
March 7, Huffman High School. Cortland Arrington, 17, died after being shot in a classroom in Birmingham, Alabama. Michael Jerome Barber, 17, was charged with reckless manslaughter.
March 20th, Great Mills High School. Yellen Willie, 16, died after she was shot in the head in Great Mills, Maryland. A 14-year-old boy, Desmond Barnes, was hospitalized after being shot in the thigh. The gunman, Austin Wyatt Rollins, 17, fatally shot himself.
April 20th, Forest High School. A 17-year-old student was shot in the ankle in Ocala, Florida, shortly before students planned to walk out as part of a protest against gun violence. Sky Bouch, 19, was charged with terrorism, aggravated assault with a firearm, culpable negligence and carrying a concealed and unlicensed firearm, among other charges.
May 11th, Highland High School. A 14-year-old boy was arrested after shooting another 14-year-old student in the arm in Palmdale, California. The police described it as an isolated incident.
May 16th, Dixon High School. A school resource officer, Mark Dallas, shot a student who the authorities said had fired a gun near a gymnasium full of students in Dixon, Illinois. The student, Matthew A. Milby, 19, was taken to a hospital for injuries that were not life-threatening and charged with 3 counts of aggravated discharge of a firearm. No one else was harmed.
May 18th, Santa Fe High School. At least 10 people were killed in Santa Fe, Texas. The victims were believed to be a mix of students and adults. A suspect, Demetrios Pagortzis, 17, was taken into custody.